Hi, it's David with Precision Zone. Today we're going to be talking about alarm fault codes related to Yaskawa Sigma 5 series servo packs SGDV. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the alarm fault codes related to either motor or encoder related problems. There are a ton of alarms displayed on these drives, which we're not covering all of them. So if they're not included in this video, please contact Precision Zone for a thorough diagnosis and free assessment of these drives. To begin, you can be getting alarms like 100, which is an overcurrent issue. For those type of alarms, for that alarm, you want to verify that the connection to your motor and the connection between the drive and the motor is good, and also that the motor itself is good. And by saying that, you want to verify that the insulation to ground has not been deteriorated too much. If you have a megger, you want to check that insulation and verify that it's still in good condition. If it is grounded, that's likely why you're getting that 100 alarm. For alarms in your 510s or any other alarm in the 500, that could be your overspeed alarm, and that can, in that case, you want to verify that the connection between the motor and the drive has been set up properly and everything has a solid connection. You want to check your parameters, because that could also be a parameter related alarm. Your 500 alarms also include tuning, so any procedures where you're pairing up the drive with the motor, you want to make sure you're doing that correctly to eliminate any of those causes. For alarms in the 700s, those are going to be your overload alarms. You're also going to have your overheat alarms and your fan alarms. So in all those cases, you want to verify that the conditions of your motor are in good condition. So you want to make sure that the cooling is working properly, that motor is not actually being overloaded. You want to verify that that your drives are being properly cooled. So make sure there's no gunk in the heat sink, so the drive is being properly cooled. If you're getting a fan alarm, you want to make sure that the fan's freely turning and no connection has been lost there. Moving on to encoder related alarms, you're going to be getting alarms mostly in the 800s and Cs. For all encoder related alarms, there's a few things you want to check. You want to make sure that the connection between the motor and the drive is set up properly. You want to also verify that the connection between the drive and the encoder is set up properly. This can also be caused by a faulty encoder or a disconnect between those two, a loss of communication. You want to verify that your encoder parameter settings are set up properly. If those haven't been set up properly, set those correctly. Test the drive again. You also want to check that the encoder the encoder setup procedure has been done properly, as those could cause any of those alarms. For further troubleshooting or any other questions, please contact Precision Zone for a free assessment. Our team of professional technicians recondition and test these drives in custom-built simulators and machines, along with providing a 12-month warranty for all repairs, exchanges, and sales.